Hello, hello, hello. How are we today? I hope you're doing great. You had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday, and we're back with a power talk today. So that'll be fun. What should we talk about? What should we talk about? What shall we talk about? Well, I know what we're going to be talking about because it came to my mind on our last stream at the end. And I've been thinking about it today based on a coaching call I was a part of. It was synchronicity. Kind of lined up well. So we're going to lean into it. We're going to lean into the mirror of the mind. A bit like, it'll be kind of like this. A bit like that. But not fully like that. But same kind of like that. Thank you, Cheryl. Very, very kind. Yes, we hit on Saturday. It was 19 years ago that I started my YouTube channel. 19 years. Which is kind of crazy cool. Guess who's back? Samantha's back. Consecutively. Always here. I don't know what's happened with my comments right now. How would we do this? Whoa. Okay, let's see what happens. I hope you're doing well. I went for a nice little run this morning. I've realized I'm going to go running or hiking earlier. It feels so much better when you do it like 10 o'clock. And today, Samantha, you may have got it as well, but it had like a nice mist on like what I would call mountains, where the marine layer kind of got caught. Oh, sorry, I was reading the next one. Hey Michelle, welcome back, as always. Hope you're doing well. But you're in Oregon, so you didn't see the mist. But you probably saw Oregon mist, right? I remember being in Port Angeles in Washington, and the trees, the mist, the rain, it was crazy cool. But that's awesome. Congratulations to your daughter. How cool is that? Trying to think what else I've got to say. I don't think I've got to say anything else. I don't think we've got any updates. I've just been working pretty hard. And the YouTube channel is just not going very well. Views are down by 50%, subscribers are down by 50%, ad revenue is down by 50%. It's all 50%. But that's okay. Thankfully, my business is not based on YouTube. Could you imagine that? Like you have your own business on YouTube and then like if the channel gets shut down or demonetized or the algorithm changes, now you're suddenly down by 50%. So thankfully, that is not the case. Because we also have other things like this. The app, freehypnosis.app. Go ahead and download it right now. And get all the hypnosis you need. 15 new tracks every single month. Yeah, 3 times 5. No. Meditation, day, sleep, 4 hours. That's 5 times 4. So 20 new audios every single month. And it is the #1 hypnosis app in the world which features the hypnotist Joseph Clough. So go get it. Hypnosis. No, free hypnosis. I should know my own URL. freehypnosis.app. Hey, you superstar. Welcome back as always. Oh, yeah, I loved Saturday's call. That was really, really cool. I liked it a lot. Great group of people. I like it that we get to chat verbally at the end and kind of connect and support one another. Celebrate. It's good to be seen, good to be heard. And it's good to support others. I like it. A lot. Is my audio sounding okay? Because we're still on this mic right here. You can kind of see it. See that little thing? It kind of merges in my top, which is okay. That's right there. And we won't be bringing out this one today. Well, yes, we are. We'll do it now. We won't be using this one. Because that's now the hypnosis mic. Oh, did I tell you I brought another mic? This one. Oh, where did I lose it? No, I didn't. It's this right here. Did I show you this? And there's a little wind thingamajig, which I can't take off now. But technically, it's got like a magnet here, and then you'd go like that. Something like that. And then you plug this into the charger point. And that means I can go outside and go live. So you never know what they call a IRL, in real life, stream on a hike. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Hitting the mic from a distance. Oh, nice. The calmness one. It's good to feel calm. Thank you for sharing. And also we've got Angela here. Hey, Angela. Yes, we are happy. We're all here. Yes. Absolutely. In fact, I won't name them, but they sent me an email today. I got a reply. It's been such a busy day. I had a terrible night's sleep as well. But here's the kind of energy you create within the group as well, Linda. Said the session on Saturday was incredible. The group of individuals are inspiring. Such a wonderful amount of love and acceptance. How nice is that? So thank you for being a part of that space. That's awesome. Yes. It's pretty warm at the moment, I think. It's pretty warm. But it was nice. It's kind of humid at the moment, which I'm not used to. Not liking humidity. And this is going to be autofocus. Thank you. Maybe that will do it. Let's see. That'll do it. That'll do it. This will be episode 1165 today. I thought about it. Usually I go back twice per year, which will be technically in a month or two, but I think I said in the last stream or one before that, I might miss it out this year and just go back next year. I'm not sure yet. Depending how busy I am. It's kind of tricky going away because if I go back to England twice per year, that's 4 weeks of the year because I'm there for like 2 weeks. I've only got a couple of days prep to leave, like close up the business side of things. Then it's like 4 days, 3 days of bad jet lag, and then getting better jet lag. Oh, this comment though, Angela. Why we want it to be around there. Let's stay in the picture. Really? In Oregon, it's dry though. Man, I remember running in Vegas. That dry heat was crazy. And also going for a run in the slightly inner LA area. And, you know, because of the smog as well. Not cool. I'd take humidity probably over that. Oh my goodness. 109. 109. Well, thank you for you, Linda. It should be cooling down in the next couple of weeks, right? What is the weather right now? Maybe it's changed. The weather in San Diego, 80 degrees. So that's still pretty warm. I've got to fix these comments. I don't like how... Well, if we make them super small, what happens? I'd like them a bit longer than that, but we'll see. That's crazy. Remind me again, Linda, where is Arlington, Texas? I think you may have told me before. Is it more north? You know, like above Dallas. Well, we'll take that over 109. But look, the comment just went straight back to where it was. And that's in Celsius. So what's that for? We need Eric here. He's always good at the calculations. Double it, add 30. 8. 38 degrees. What would that be? If I'm right, that's pretty cool. What is Celsius to Fahrenheit? Remember what I said. I think I said 38. So if we go to 4, what did I say? 38. It's 39.2 in Fahrenheit. I was 1 off. 1.2 off. So remember, you just double, or if you're going that way around, double it and add 30. and you're roughly there. So if it was 80, right, would half it to 40, and then, no, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Okay. I've been to Dallas. Interesting. Yeah, I've been to Dallas when I used to live in Austin. I went to Galveston. Never went to Houston. Went to San Antonio. And then in the surrounding areas of Austin, like Fredericksburg. It's a very small town. It's like a road, I think, pretty much. Or a high street type of thing. Okay, it's 1:15. We did it. We can probably get into today's coaching call. I'm in coaching mode still. Where are we? What are we doing? We're doing a stream today. To get in today's live stream, that's what we'll do. No coaching call today. It's a live stream today. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I struggle to see it over here because our seasons are so subtle. But one thing I've noticed which tells me is, one, I'm seeing Halloween costumes, Halloween decorations out, which I think is ridiculously early for September. And two, it's getting darker in the evening. It's like an hour darker now. And the sun's that bit lower in general. But yeah, I can definitely tell the subtle signs. I remember in Texas though, the fall was so nice. Like the autumn, I was near kind of autumn time around when I was in Boston. That was really nice. New York, it was like October, I think. It was pretty cold, but okay. I haven't had a glass of wine for probably over a year. I think I would have had a glass of wine last Christmas at for the Christmas meal. So quite a long time. We've got some great wineries nearby though. I do like the wineries in San Diego. Temecula is the place. It's the Napa of the South. Yeah, even though they're just subtle in San Diego. It's getting to like the nice, like for November. October is my favorite, I think. November, October. Warm in the day, but a bit cooler in the evening. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and hydrate one more time and let's get into today's live stream. And we'll see how far we can take this theme. I've got a couple ideas in my mind, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and turn down this music. Episode 1165 is on its way right here and right. Oh, let's get the music ready. Let's do the music now. Let's make our job easier, shall we? There we go. And then I'm going to move comments out of my view. And then Make a couple of changes. Not that many changes. That would do. Okay, episode 1165. Ready, steady, let's go. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 1165. And today we are back with another power talk. So this idea came to my mind recently about analogy, a metaphor, as you will. And this great thing about metaphors, your unconscious mind is able to really kind of take in the knowledge and insight behind metaphors. That's why we were kind of taught them at school, or parables, or like the movies would watch growing up. They're all kind of like metaphors, right? So I think this metaphor would be something that your unconscious mind can begin to latch onto as well. So I was thinking of the concept of a mirror, right? Now, if you think of the most wonderful mirror in your mind, but that mirror over time sees a lot of things, right? It goes through a lot of things. It observes a lot of things. It reflects many, many things. And maybe it's gone from house to house, event to event, being carried up, picked up, put away, maybe even put in storage. Maybe kind of it's a little bit dusty. Maybe it's even fractured or fragmented in many ways. Now, if it does become dusty and unkept and fragmented, is it going to reflect the true idea of what reality is? Think about that, right? Quite evidently, if a mirror is cracked, fragmented, dusty, dirty, it's going to not really accurately project what's actually from the external world. It's going to be distorted, right? Now, if we take that as a concept and now change that to your unconscious mind, your unconscious mind has seen many, many things. It's observed many, many reflections. It's gone through many situations, significant emotional events. Maybe it is fragmented, maybe conflicted. Maybe there's a dis-ease in the system, or a disorder. It feels fragmented through the experiences where we kind of go, well, yeah, on the one hand, I really want to achieve X, Y, Z, but that part of me, the fragmented part of me, the wounded me, doesn't believe I'm enough to achieve that thing, or fears failure, fears success, fears what people will think of them. So if we take the idea that we then begin to distort reality, just like that mirror, it reflects back this fragmented way of life, just simply based on the experiences the unconscious mind has gone through. And if we take the concept of a mirror, it is really just reflecting back what's around it, where it's been placed, where it's been put. And just like the unconscious mind, if we've been put in many different situations, especially when we were very, very young, it can start to totally distort the world around it. It could have distortions around money, about relationships, about career, about finances, which obviously is money again there, our health. It can actually have a huge effect. And if that distortion, that ultimate kind of unresolved wound of the mind that contains the old beliefs, the inner conflict, it will never feel truly whole. It will never feel completely fulfilled, and it will absolutely not reflect the true reality. You see, money could be showing up everywhere, but if you are distorting money, you won't see it in the exact same way. The perfect relationships could be out there, but if you're distorting it through the unconscious lens of being fragmented or having a limiting belief, we're not going to see the relationship. In fact, the chances are we'll probably see the damage, the wound, and attract the people who will match that energy. So that could be like the narcissist. It could be someone with the same kind of issue, like attracting the like-minded, I am not enough, which just reinforces that belief. I mean, if you surround yourself with a group of people who are doubting themselves and therefore doubting you, then of course you're going to assume that too. You're going to become a part of that. And then if we just think about that as a level of projection, ask yourself, even right now, what stories are you projecting out into reality? What are you going through in your mind that is creating a narrative of distortion? Is it the I'm not enough, or money's bad, or good relationships don't exist, love's not real, I can't trust men, I can't trust women? What is it for you personally? What narrative stories do you have? And what's really kind of propping those up? Is it a belief system that creates the narrative for you, that creates the story? And when you think about that, well, what creates the belief? Well, the belief is a decision that was once made. Now, I'm not saying you consciously decided to one day go, well, I'm not enough. But somewhere along the line, you're unconscious minded. And the chances are it did it when you were very, very young. And it could go for any belief, once again, about money, health, relationships, career, identity. But if you go through enough stress, or when you were very, very young, where you couldn't decipher the difference between what is yours and what is not yours, from what is projected upon you, that is absolutely not yours to be had, and should have never been placed upon you that young, then you're never going to really make a good decision. So there's a decision point that creates the belief, which creates the narrative, the story, which then creates this fragmented, distorted view of the world. That is the unconscious mirror. Now, if you think about that, if we grew up around people, if we just take this metaphor that bit crazier and further, I'm sure it makes total sense. Makes sense to me. But if you are a fragmented mirror, just kind of reflecting even the distortion of our wounds, of our hearts, of the decisions that we've made, of our stories that we've held on to, well, maybe growing up, we weren't around healthy, whole mirrors ourselves. Like our parents, or if you didn't have parents, your guardians were also doing the same thing, going through stuff, going through life, going through trauma, going through significant emotional events. Go back another generation, and another generation, and another generation, let alone the individual. Then we got the macro of society itself and culture, or the world events that we went through throughout history of humanity. We could be carrying the burdens, the wounds of those reflections into our own mirror of our mind. And therefore, we're absolutely not reflecting the true nature of who you are, just what you think you are. Now, the good news is mirrors can be fixed. Mirrors can be taken care of. They can be cleaned. They can be placed where it can reflect beauty, where it can reflect the truth, right? It doesn't have to be in storage. It doesn't have to be placed in an environment where it just reflects darkness or reflects wounds and traumas and all those kind of things. But the question is, are we as a collective, are we as an individual, as in for you in this case and for me in this case, willing to assume responsibility to take care of that inner mirror of our minds, the unconscious mind? I always like to think we should be treating the unconscious mind, our best friend, that part of us which runs the storehouse of our memories, the runner of our beliefs and our values, the decisions that were made about ourselves or about things. We must strive to become what we needed back then, just before that mirror was damaged, just before it was fragmented, what did that mirror need? It needed the care, it needed the love, it needed to be positioned and placed in the right place for it to truly reflect the beauty of the world around it. And that just means at a conscious level, we have to put the healing into the unconscious mind. And I'm not talking about just talking about our issues, because that can create rumination. I'm not talking about reliving things like over and over again, because that will absolutely create rumination that just gives it life. I mean the deeper healing at an unconscious level, to give it the necessary learnings that it's needed. You see, your unconscious mind at any given moment, whether it assumed the limiting belief or the decision or the story or the narrative, or the behaviors that you're carrying out which aren't truly serving you, or the limiting beliefs that it's presently running, it is doing it for one reason only, and that is protection. It thinks that how you're living life, doing the things or behaviors or the identity conflicts for I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, I'm an imposter, what if I fail, what if I succeed? It's only ever doing it for causing you to be safe, trying. Doesn't fulfill the objective, but it tries to. Just like the fragmented mirror, it's trying to reflect the outside, but it cannot do so clearly. So it's not doing the clarity. So your unconscious mind's always trying to protect you. And if it's always trying to protect you, the only way you can change and transform is by offering it a new protective mechanism, a new way of being safe. Now, for me personally, the way I do my program or my processes, which I bring into the hypnosis sessions, is about preserving learnings. You see, what is there to be learned that in the very nature of the learning will allow me and you to be safer in the future? As a metaphor, it's like upgrading your operating system or your what would you call it? Your antivirus type of thing on your computer. Any given moment, there can be new viruses happening. We don't just stop on the same like 1.0 version of the antivirus. It keeps on updating. It keeps on growing, keeps on learning and adapting and becoming resilient to the external world, which is changing all the time, just like us as humans. So we must operate from not the 1.0 version of us, like the 1.0 version, but we must venture into the 2.0 version of us, or the 3.0, because we're going to keep on updating just like any good software. It's going to keep on learning, getting safer and adapting. So ask yourself, what is there to be learned from this issue? How can I bring people into my life that will reflect a different reality? You see, simply changing who you surround yourself with, if there are a lot of fragmented mirrors who are projecting onto you the limitings of you can't do this, or who are you to get the money or to the relationship, sometimes you have to plant yourself elsewhere. You must choose to limit or just stop being around certain people so you can truly focus on yourself, where you can nurture yourself and nurture your unconscious mind. There are other things you can do as well. Of course, the hypnosis. The hypnosis works all the time. You can apply to work my program if you're a professional and you're experiencing things like the I'm not enough or I'm not worthy or the imposter. For other issues I don't really work with, but that's why you can utilize the app. There's so many titles. So actually over 2,000 audios within the app itself. And we're adding, I'm adding 15 new audios every single month at the moment. So we have in society right now, today, unlike any other time, more resources in getting help than any other time. Imagine like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago. Yeah, the world is a far more muddier place because of things like the internet and social media. But we must not neglect there are so many more resources that you can utilize, processes that you can use for yourself to be able to unleash your true potential. So I'm just going to sum this up once again. Our unconscious mind is like a mirror. And if that unconscious mind and mirror has been cracked or fragmented, it's dusty, and everything in between, it's been moved from place, it's been reflecting a conflicted reality, a distorted reality, then it's our job to restore that mirror, to restore the unconscious mind, to be the person that your unconscious mind needed way back then. That should be our sole mission. Forget about other things for the time being, because if you're a lot of people I work with, when they don't feel good enough in work, they become people pleasers. So therefore they get exhausted helping everyone in their life because they feel like that's the only way that I experience validation, that I experience love. But you're always going to feel burnt out. You're always going to carry on because it's never truly fulfilled that way. But when you take time out for yourself, and like in my program, it's only like an hour per week for 8 weeks, and then you're done, right? But for other programs, processes, like even my hypnosis app, I say, look, listen once a day for 30 days or nights for the best optimum results. That short amount of time of restoration and upgrading the system, putting yourself first, will mean you will reflect a whole new reality. You will reflect what you desire. And I'll go a little bit deeper before we finish this off. If you think about the true reflection, the true clarity, and you're just reflecting what you desire the most, and if you're desiring the most as someone who knows that they are worthy, that they are enough, that they are deserving, that they are love, like if that was who you are, it means you are radiating, not just in thought, but actually in your being, your physical biology, your neurology. It's going to be lit up. It's going to radiate. Your energetic being is going to be radiating. People are going to experience a different you fully and completely. And that means you are now in tune with what you want most. And I believe whatever you desire, desires you too. So in other words, if I'm firmly planting myself in a place of absolute self-acceptance, love, that I'm worthy and deserving, and everything in between, that I'm abundant, I'm in the resonance of that abundance. I'm in the resonance of worth. I'm in the resonance of deserving. And therefore there's no dissonance. There's no kind of fractured or what other kind of words we can use around that, but you know what I mean. Like there's no resistance in our communication. There's no resistance in our actions because we are deeply congruently aligned with our desire. I almost see it for myself that I want to live in the completion of my desire. I just want to embody that completion. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it's very hard, and that's why we need to do the work. If you have a limiting belief, do the work. If you have an identity conflict, do the work. Clean up and restore that unconscious mirror of the mind. But once you do, right, once you've done all the work, then you get to choose. Then you get the opportunity to live in the completion. Because if you try to live in the completion through a fractured lens, you're just kind of not seeing everything clearly. Like it's just fragmented. It's never going to work. We want to come from a place of unity where the mirror reflects the light, the confidence, the truth of who you are. And that means when you step and embody that reflection of the completion of your desire, you are just jumping to that place. You're actually becoming that total feeling of love, that total feeling of oneness. And I know these are just words, but I honestly know it to be true because I've been on both sides. I've been in the fragmented mind, the fragmented mirror, the distortion, the conflict. But I've also been on the other side where it has been restored, where it has been refined. And now, I'm human, so I'm not perfect. We've got to be clear about that. I'm not perfect at all. However, the results that I get in all areas of my life are so much more elevated, coming from the true reflection of my desire and living in the completion that I am enough, that I am worthy of all those things that I desire. Do I still do the work? Yes. Am I always going to do the work? Yes. Because it is a continued journey, going from that 1.0 version to the 2.0, to the 3.0, to 4.0, the 5.0. I was kind of humorously on a post when it was my birthday. I turned like 42 in May. I was just joking at it. I'm in my 4.2 version of myself. And that's the way I see the years that go by. I'm just upgrading every single year. I'm trying to develop myself and cultivate. And I wish that upon you. But it comes from you. Yes, get the help, get the support. That's to me so important, so you feel seen, heard. But it all still comes from you. It starts with you and it ends with you. And of course, if you ever did want to apply to my program, feel free. You've got to be a professional. There is an investment. You just go to josephclough.info/talk. You book a time, you fill out an application, and we figure out if you're a good fit. We figure out where you are, where you want to be, what's getting in the way. And if we can solve it, we'll let you know. We will absolutely show you how to do that with my system, my program, with all the customization around it for you, and let it all go within 8 weeks. But of course, there's many ways to be able to get to where you want to be. You just got to choose which resonates with you the most. So it's not a hard call to action. I only want to work with a limited amount of people. And that's about it, really. But I hope you got value. Take this metaphor and start to really reassemble, heal, and polish that wonderful unconscious mind, the mirror of your reality. And with that, my friend, I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. Many thanks and goodbye. Okay, we did it. Episode 1165, did I say? Completed it. Did it. Fully and completely. Perfect. It's getting warm in here. Oh, I thought I was going to pass out again. I don't like the sound of air conditioning when it comes to going live, of course. So I put it down to, I thought I'd go for a nice 73. And it's jumped up to 77. Just since the top of the hour, 40 minutes. And I've got the lights around me as well. But what do we think? What did you learn? Are you going to protect your mirror? Are you going to restore it? Reflect a new reality? Yeah. Are we going to reflect a new reality? And I wonder how we get to choose that. Perfect. Got to protect that mirror. I'm just thinking of it as a nice little metaphor. Like, what would your mirror look like? Would it be like one of those grand kind of old mirrors, you know, with a big kind of frame? Maybe it's a bit dusty. Maybe it's got to be polished again, like I said, restored. Because imagine if, could you imagine this? Could you imagine this? Will you imagine this? Will I try to figure where this is? But would you imagine if I did my streams like this? I don't think it would look that good. I didn't want that video. I wanted this other one. Where is the other one? Maybe this. So if my camera... Oh, now it looks good again. Okay, like this. Maybe not that one either. Okay, maybe this. Maybe... If I could just pause it there. Maybe this. There we go. Something like that. But it wouldn't look good, would it? Would it be good if my audio sound... I don't know if I got it on this one. Kind of had like this distortion all the time. I don't think it'd sound as good. Look at that comment popping up right there. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate you. And remember, the unconscious mind is just like this projection. Hey, I thought we fixed this last week. There we go. That's your unconscious mind. It's reflecting back. But we did it. Episode 1165 complete. Yeah. It kind of completes the stream almost. Almost at the top of it. I've been trying to get it to like 60 minutes. So we have like 15 minutes, then like a 20-minute, 25-minute talk, and then like a 20-minute type of ending. But we're like 10 minutes away. But having had a nice... I don't like my audio when I'm speaking over here. I got it really direct over here. So maybe we'll go back to this one so I can... For the time being. While we end the stream. Because with this one, I can speak over here and it's pretty much the same. Oh, awesome. Have to share it on my next coaching call. Store those celebrations up. You can have multi celebrations. Just keep adding them up. Ah, well, that's awesome that he's using the hypnosis. That's great. And what a kind partner you are. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. Be proud of yourself for kind of getting him into it, and also proud of him for assuming responsibility on it. Something's got to change, and I'm going to do something about it and listen. The great thing about hypnosis is you literally just got to want to listen, but then all you do is listen. And with that, you can drift, you can dream, you can fall asleep, but you got to have the desire. But I'll send my good intentions out for that experience and transformation to be had. And remember, if he downloads the app, there's 7 days free access. Anyway, so if he just wants to explore different titles, see which one he wants to look into. And then there might be, not promising because I haven't got them all on YouTube, but there might be one on YouTube, which is the same one. Or similar. Or the Create Your Days. I'd recommend the Create Your Days. Highly recommend. There we go. Great work. What a great mirror he'll become. True. But imagine if it took 24 years. Imagine if it took 30 years. When's the best time to plant a tree? A couple of decades ago. When's the next best time? Right now. Have a good one, Michelle. Thank you for being here, for your kind words, and thank you, Cheryl, for your kind words and being here too. And thank you, Linda. Yeah, the Create Your Days, they kind of do what they say and create your day. So why not create your day? Pre-teach your unconscious mind. That's what we're after. Oh, I had a terrible night's sleep, so... Oh, excuse me. I'll probably end the stream because I'm getting sleepy. I think I said like 6 hours and I need more than 6 hours. Oh, that's good. You can be his advisor. Maybe listen to an overwhelmed one. Which I've got on the title, on the app. But yeah, just reassure him that don't have to do anything. Don't put too much pressure. Just listen to the one which resonates and he can drift and dream. What's his name, Samantha? If you don't mind me saying. That's awesome. Yeah. Even people go for my program, I say go for it again because you're going to... The first time you're listening to you're watching or listening, depending on what you're doing, through the fragmented lens. That means when you go back again from having been whole again, you now see the program or say an audio or a video in a whole new lens, right? Whole new lens. Yeah, it's so cool. It's a great way of helping people as well, just like share the work. Sometimes we feel like we gotta fix people, but sometimes just sharing a hypnosis session or a book or a podcast, that can be really powerful. Okay, cool. So Dan, by the way, my brother's called Daniel, who I spoke to this morning. But Dan, choose whatever title feels very, very resonant. Don't stress about it. Just kind of listen, let go, drift and dream. And then your unconscious mind will do the rest. And also, Dan, congratulations. You have a great year this year. But yeah, just allow the process, not push the process. That's what we're after. The unconscious mind's trying to protect us. We just need to get it to learn a different way of being. A safer way. Okay, my friends, we are now 6 minutes away from the top of the hour. So, I think... Awesome. That's very kind. That's what we need to do. More sharing. Yes. Yeah. I woke up like 5 or something. And then I kind of had a little long lay down, semi-asleep, but it wasn't restorative. And then before the stream, so I went for a 4-mile run, hike type of thing. I actually... my Oura Ring said I didn't nap, which measures my sleeping, but I felt like I had a semi-nap for 15 minutes. So, time to restore. I'm going to edit this, and then I've got some emails to reply to, and then hopefully by 5 o'clock I can finish a little bit earlier. So thank you everybody for being here. As always, I really greatly appreciate you taking the time out to spend time on the live stream. And I wish you a wonderful week, and that means next Monday we'll be doing a hypnotic meditation. Gotta think which one I should do. Maybe we could try to do a hypnosis session around this subject. I'd have to work that out. Yeah, I needed to, but I don't know if it was the best thing, because my back hurts a little bit. But I've ordered some new running shoes, which arrived today, because mine were causing pressure on my back. So hopefully that should fix the back issue. I wonder if it's arrived already. I'm excited to find out. But anyway, yes, thank you all for being here. Have the most wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to speaking to you next time on the live stream this coming Monday, if you can make it. So with that, have a wonderful rest of your week. Many thanks, and goodbye.